Greetings, Legionus Arendelft here. And holy Terra, there is a new cinematic by a guy called, his YouTube channel is called Pontus Raymond, or Ryman, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. And the cinematic is called The Raptor. Holy Terra, it is awesome. And I need everyone to understand, before we watch this guy made this not only in his spare time, as most people who are dedicated to making fan films of Warhammer 40k do. This dude, and I don't know if it's actually, a man or not, but this person, holy fragging Terra. They just did it basically as a learning experience to see if they could do it before they finally realized, oh yeah, I really want to do this. I need people to understand that this person wasn't like hardcore dedicated to even doing this. Anyway, let's go ahead and hop right in. It's 100% unofficial and not endorsed by Games Workshop in any way. Opening Aquila shot. In great armor shall I clad them, and with the mightiest guns will they be armed. I assume that's a bunch of incense burning. Likely Mechanicus Tech Priest lit all that to honor and appease the machine spirit. That's the term, appease. Okay, that's a good level. Okay, I want everyone to pay attention to the suit the Astartes is wearing right now. I've never seen that depicted on a Space Marine before. Usually, you can just see basically all their skin, with the black carapace underneath it and all that. This is some sort of suit he's wearing over that. And I actually like this. I really, really like this as an addition. It kind of makes sense that they would be wearing some kind of suit underneath the armor. And I'll explain later why I like that so much. But anyway, the first thing they do is actually scan the Marine. And another thing is, I actually like that. It makes sense that they'd want to verify, okay, this is the correct Astartes. Not only is it not some sort of entity posing as the Astartes, but it's the right Astartes in and of itself. Okay, and this scene, I got StarCraft 2 Wings of Liberty opening cinematic vibes right here, hardcore. And he was inspired by that. He does say that he was inspired by StarCraft 2, and you can see that throughout this cinematic. But it is, oh my fragging Terra, I was getting chills here. I was just like, oh. Holy Terra. And I want you to pay attention to how scuffed the armor is. This isn't some pristine, beautiful piece, a suit of armor. This guy has seen combat, and despite the fact that this tech priest that you see right here has likely been working on repairing this armor in between battles, obviously there hasn't been enough time. And I love that you can tell that, there's multiple sections to the armor. Currently, he's in the, this is the under armor section before the actual shoulder pauldrons are put on, before the greaves are put on over this, before the actual breastplate is put on over this. This isn't the stuff that you see actively. And I love that this guy has gone out and gone so in depth, has decided that, just, ugh. I mean, I love the detail. I love the thought put into this, that this isn't just, sorry, breathing problems. This isn't just some, you know, they're just putting on the entire intact suit of armor. They're putting it on piece by piece by piece. And Astartes' suit of armor is a large and complex thing. It isn't simple. Okay, this I love especially. Now, they say the Raptor. I assume he's meaning that this guy is part of the Raptors chapter, which is an offshoot of the Raven Guard. One of the few successful offshoots of the Raven Guard, I might add. And they are an awesome chapter. I mean, holy Terra. I mean, Raven Guard in general are one of those chapters you should fear the most. They're up there, and they're my personal favorite. The Raptors are an offshoot of them. I don't know if this is the Raptors. I'm not... oh, holy Terra. I haven't seen their symbol in a long time, so this might not even be their symbol, and there might be a bunch of people right now typing in the comments going, "That's not the Raptors, you noob!" You know, who knows? I might be making a mistake there, but in either case, this guy's looking awesome. Oh man, I loved that. The under shoulder pauldron preparing for the actual pauldron to be attached. All the little pieces coming out and preparing for actual attachment. That was awesome. That was abso-fraggin-lutely awesome. This thing is in the details. My only critique here is that I feel like the actual shoulder pauldrons, in order to properly do their job, should be a bit bigger. That's literally the only critique I even have so far, and it's a nitpick. So obviously this thing is abso-fraggin-lutely awesome. And this was so inspired by StarCraft 2. I can't emphasize that enough. And that is not a con. I loved that opening cinematic. And I was wishing somebody would show that in the same way, except for an Astartes, for a Space Marine. And this guy, in his spare time, just basically to see if he could do it, or as a learning curve, just went and did this. And I think this is not only a Belisarius Call Bolter, but I think it's the full auto one. And I get that impression by looking at the magazine for it. Man, that was beautiful! Oh, and you know, Oaths of Moment, and then putting on a new Purity Seal. Oh, this is gorgeous. The detail is gorgeous. This is fragging beautiful. Oh, I need to add some Purity Seals to this helmet. Like, if I had a single Purity Seal, like, hanging off the side, or I don't know where I would end up putting it, but that would be fragging awesome. Yes. Oh, knifing an orc. You know, Astartes, even inside their power armor, end up being not as strong as many of the orcs they face. So the point is, with an Astartes, they have to use their enhanced reflexes and cognitive function to tear apart orcs once they get into melee. They have to take those brutes down because they're not as strong as them. Like an orc, especially a Nob, this is a Primaris Marine. This is a Primaris. He is huge. I mean, well, he's bigger than the average. He's bigger, stronger, and more powerful than the average Space Marine, and his armor is Mark 10, which is the best mark to date made by Call himself for the Primaris. And even so, not as strong as a Nob. So you have to, like, as a Space Marine, you have to be smart and tactical. So the fact that he's just quickly knifing the orc because, you know, he's been close to melee, that is just awesome. I love that little detail. I'm going to rewind that one more time. I'm pretty sure that was an orc. Yes, green skin, ramshackle armor, this is an orc. And it's standing taller than the Primaris, so I'm pretty dang sure it's a knob. Which means, yes, this knob could tear this Astartes in half if you got the opportunity. So yes, you need to if you're an Astartes and you get close to melee by a knob, you have to tear it to pieces quickly or it will rip you limb from limb. Oh, I want to rewind that one more time. Okay, I'm gonna just rewind that a clip. So this lens already isn't working. Okay, all right. And then at first you see nothing, and then the power flows into the helmet, and only one lens lights up. Only the right lens. Which I think is yet another awesome detail. Something's obviously wrong with the other lens that the tech priest wasn't able to repair. Whether it's completely inoperable or just, you know, something's partially wrong with it, I don't know. I don't care. This is awesome. Oh, man. I love everything about this guy. Created using Blender, rendered with Eevee, edited through After Effects, music composed in Logic Pro X. I mean, oh. This is a fan-made Warhammer 40k project created by Pontus Riemann or Ryman, not sure how that's pronounced, artstation.com/Spitfire51. So I will have a link down in the description to the original video. He will have, you know, links to all his pages, but right here you already see if you want to go and check out his work specifically, you can go there. Holy Terra, this guy's good, though. That alone, his attention to detail is what immediately draws me to him, though. If this guy makes anything in the future, I am going to want to see it. This is awesome. This is abso-fraggin-lutely awesome. Oh, man. I only had one negative thing to say about it, and it was a nitpick. An absolute nitpick. So, hands down, 100%. Anyway, though, everybody, what are your thoughts on this? Do you share my opinion that this thing is absolutely epic? Or, you know, were you not as much a fan of it as I was? Let me know down in the comment section below. Once again, I will have a link to the original video. Please go, if you enjoyed this, follow that link. Give his video a view if you haven't already. And throw it a like. Throw him a subscription if you want to see more of this kind of content. Throw your support behind these kind of people. We want to see more of this out there, not less. This is amazing. Anyway, everybody, y'all are abso-fraggin-lutely awesome. I'll see you next time. And don't y'all be getting into too much trouble out there. Or, hey, maybe you should. But it's always up to you. Toodles, Legioness.